Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Good.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. First video I'm actually making today. And the hockey video I made last night, I decided to drop this morning. So had some time to marinate like neck bone juice. Other than that, man, I'm about to get out here, start shopping, man. I don't know why women want to wait till the last minute, but y'all know what it is. But Dillian Whyte is fighting Wach. Now, Wach fought Povetkin. He got stopped by Big Baby Miller. He got beat by Arthur Spilka. Big, tall, I don't know where he's from. I forget where he's from, but big, tall guy. And Dillian Whyte B sample still hasn't been revealed. Okay, still hasn't been revealed from the UKAD. So it seemed like Dillian Whyte is fighting in Saudi Arabia against the UKAD will. And I always wondered if they commission, okay, which is UKAD, it sounds like, could they go fight America if they wanted to? Since there's no international commission, and right now Eddie Hearn is going against the will of the UKAD, at least as far as we know. They still, according to the article I read in Boxing News 24, and I'll link it in the description, they still haven't ruled on Dillian Whyte. So with them not ruling on Dillian Whyte still, and the B sample is still unknown, will there be any penalty against Eddie Hearn? And it also makes you believe, if Eddie Hearn can get Dillian Whyte to fight in Saudi Arabia, while he's banned from his own country's commission, okay? If he can get him banned from Saudi Arabia, then how many other fighters on the card are actually clean? Riddle me that. Okay? All of a sudden, Anthony Joshua then dropped all this weight. Okay? He struggled with weight, I'm not saying as far as being obese, but he struggled with weight, his muscle fluctuating. Sometimes he was 245, 240. Other times, I think he almost got up to 260, and he was struggling with his weight. All of a sudden, he didn't automatically slim down and cut a lot of muscle down. Now, he may only lost like 10 pounds. We'll see what it is, right? And Eddie Hearn, I think Eddie Hearn is out here playing chess. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ruiz and his team is kind of playing like checkers. And I continue to talk about the Dillian Whyte thing. Give me a second. Because I don't think AJ gonna be clean coming into this fight. Okay? Because if VADA didn't catch Dillian Whyte, how can UKAD caught him? If it wasn't no UKAD, then Dillian Whyte would have got a flawless victory. Well, not flawless because he got a drop. Well, he would have got a victory over Oscar Rivas, and it shouldn't have been a victory. So what I mean when Eddie playing chess out here, Eddie said, well, we're going to make the fight in the UK at the Principality Stadium, right? And if that was the case, then Dillian Whyte could have never fought. So I don't really think Eddie Hearn's intentions were to make that fight in the UK for real. I really think Eddie Hearn was trying to take that fight to Saudi Arabia to begin with, or a country that really didn't have a boxing commission. Okay, remember that it was talks about at one point Anthony Joshua going to the continent of Africa and fighting again. What Eddie Hearn did here is he tricked Andy Ruiz, like, oh, I'm not going to the UK. Well, let's settle on Saudi Arabia. And now all of a sudden, Eddie Hearn is gone. I think they're supposed to be like the New York or Nevada State Athletic Commission is supposed to be overlooking the fights. But I don't trust VADA, okay? I don't. You got stories out there about Mayweather and VADA and USADA. I don't trust them. And the Dillian Whyte situation proves me right once again, where they didn't catch him, but the UKAD caught him. And I'm telling you, Andrew Ruiz is going to be fighting Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, that might be souped up. He may be fighting a guy that may be Super Joshua. But you know what? If Andy Ruiz really been training hard in those mountains in Mexico, it's not going to matter. AJ can take all the shit he wants to, but it's not going to help his chin. But Eddie Hearn is trying to pull a fast one with Dillian, Whyte, and AJ. And also, he got Povetkin and Eric Molina. So, there's several fighters on this card who pop hot. Where the block is hot. The block is hot. Hot, hot. The block is hot. The block is hot. There's several fighters on here, on this card that I know of. You know, Alexander Povetkin, hot. Eric Molina, hot. Dillian Whyte, hot. You know what I'm saying? And then you got AJ, who people had questions about. I ain't never seen nobody with that amount of muscle struggle with their weight. Real talk. At all. Oh, Dillian Whyte. If I'm Wach, all the money in China wouldn't make me want to fight with him. But all these boxers care about money. These boxers, if the price is right, these boxers are going to ring versus somebody that roided up. They might have a little small excuse or a little undertone, you know, a little slick saying like Kovalev doing because he signed a non-disclosure agreement not to say nothing against the weight clause or all the shit that was against him against Canelo. Okay, but a lot of these dudes around here, you know, they'll sell their soul, you know, for a couple dollars in the ring. Look at Oscar Rivas. After Eddie Hearn did him dirty, he fighting on Eddie Hearn card in Miami on Super Bowl weekend. And then he's in the negotiations to sign a long-term deal with Eddie Hearn. Man, you got to be a fool, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like your partner. You know, you come home, your partner tearing down your wife, and then, you know what I'm saying, a week or two later or a month or two later, you know what I'm saying, y'all back boys again. Like, nah, bruh. So, certain dudes out here ain't got no code. Unless these boxers gonna take a stand against these fighting these fighters that's still suspended in certain commissions, that popped hot, man, unless you dudes gonna take a stand and say, I'm not fighting this dude. Or these dudes that keep robbing you, but all these fighters want is money. Integrity matters none of these fighters. None of these niggas got integrity. Very, very few got integrity. If the money right, they'll fight King Kong on steroids, all right? That's all they care about. And when the money gone, because the money gonna go, all right? The money gonna go. You might still be sitting on a little bit of money. When that's gone, all you got is your health, you know what I'm saying, and your legacy. And a lot of niggas' legacy gonna be built off of superficial fights and how much money you made. Look at Javante. I made this much money. And who you fought, though? You don't have no legacy, dog. And then they gonna be trying to put these sorry-ass niggas in the Hall of Fame, dude. Oscar Rivas, dude, I don't have no respect for him as a man and a boxer. I'm sorry. I don't have no respect for him. Eddie Hearn is a slum. He's a pilgrim. You know what I'm saying? He a true pilgrim. And you got brothers over there selling their soul to get with that pilgrim. Man, all the money in the world if I'm Oscar Rivas. How can you look at somebody who didn't care if you lost your life in the ring with somebody that's cheating and know they was cheating? Come on, dog. Andy Ruiz, man, hopefully he get the victory, but AJ gonna be in there souped up too. That's why they went to Saudi Arabia. So Andy Ruiz need to be putting in a lot of body work, man. A lot of body work on AJ. You know what I'm saying? And come up top. And a lot of side-to-side movement coming forward. Don't even go on the back foot. His bitch ass gonna try to box to a decision. You know what I'm saying? But I don't respect him at all neither. Eddie Hearn and his dirty street gang, man. He ain't the only dirty. The LDBC ain't the only dirty street gang out there, bro. Eddie Hearn running another dirty street gang. A team full of ped users and ped abusers. You know what I'm saying? And then he want to hang out. And let's look at it for a minute, dude. Okay? Look at it for a minute. Look how he did Jarrell Miller, bro. He hung Jarrell Miller out on the clothesline like a wet mangy towel. Okay? He hung him out there and beat the shit out of him. Or like an area rug you trying to knock the dust of the dog hair off. He beat him like an area rug. He beat him like a dog. What he saying, Django? Are you promise not to shoot me like a like a filthy dog in the street or whatever he said? And look at Oscar Rivas, dude. Look, no matter of fact, look what he did with Dillian Whyte. You know, protected Dillian Whyte, knowing Dillian Whyte fucking cheats. You know what I'm saying? And then Oscar Rivas go run back to him, and then Jarrell Miller trying to run back and do a deal with him. I'm telling you, these dudes ain't got no integrity and no code, man. At all. All they care is about the money. But y'all know what it is. Goodfella Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Want to make a donation? That link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. You know, on all social media, man. Check me out. Let me know what you guys think. We gone.